Hello friends, so today my topic is terrorism. Okay, so I am going to speak on topic terrorism. Actually, for the further understanding of this topic, I have divided this topic into subparts like the historical background, what is the current scenario, and how they going to impact the globally, not just one country, but they can impact globally. Okay, so this is the subparts. Oh, so let's start it. Okay, so my topic is terrorism. When you heard this term terrorism, what do you understand? Terrorism. So I am telling you, okay, terrorism means there is some group of organization that there is their voices, that there is voice, that there is the weapons, that there is their arms and ammunition, everything that against the particular government. Why they do? Because there is a reason why they do, because they want separate country. If we're talking about this specifically India, so we saw the Kashmir terrorism, like in the northeast insurgents groups. Why they are raising their voice? Because they want separate nation. They want Kashmir separately. They want northeast separately. That's why they are protesting against the government, particular government. Okay, so that's why we call it as a terrorism. Terrorism is a word. When we saw it, means whenever our national security is on the risk, is on the threshold line. Okay, so we call it as a terrorism is spreading the world. Now we have to understand what is the current scenario of the terrorism. Like in the terrorism, there is a, if we're talking about the terrorism, like the uh, globally we're talking about, we saw the uh, Hamas, Palestine. These are the means Israeli particularly specifically said these are the terrorist groups because they harm the Israeli nationality, because they harm their economy, they harm everything again, up to the Israel's. Okay, that's why Israel means we can Israel told Israel declared that these two groups, Palestine and the Palestine Liberation Organization and the Hamas, these are the terrorist groups. Okay, and particularly we're talking about the India, we saw the Lashkar-e-Taiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, Jammu and Kashmir Liberation Front. So these are the groups of people, they protest against the particular government to want separate nation. On the other hand, if you see the on insurgent groups like the Ulfa, Mizos, Naga. These are the particular tribes because they wanted to separate their tribe and they want to separate their country from the rest of the India, and they also want the sovereign country. That's why they are protesting. And if they protest and if they create the some type of, we can say that they create some type of sensitivity. Okay, like, and if no we know that they harm the particular national interest of the government, so we declare it as a terrorism. So this is the term terrorism. And I also told you the globally term, and I also told you the Indian term. Okay, so this is the, and another type of terrorism we called it is in specifically India, we called it a Naxalism. What do you understand by Naxalism? Actually, Naxalism didn't hurt too much. Naxalism we called it is a, is also a group of particular group of the organization. These are the particular group. These are the organizations that they also raise their voice against the particular government for the anti policies, because they show the lack of development in that area, lack of justice in that area. That's why they does not want separate country. Okay, they just want that means their voices, the government did not heard their voices. Okay, for the last many years, that's why they raise the arms and weapons against the particular government. So that's why these are the Naxalism in that particular area. So if we're talking about the current scenario, then there is a long, we can say that there is a long list of the terrorism. We call it like in the Kashmir, in the northeast region, in the, we're talking about the globally, like the Taliban, we can just Talibans like Tariq-e-Taliban, and the, another in the we call them Mujahideen and Taliban. They are belonging to the particular Afghanistan, and the another like Hamas and Djiboutis, Hamas, Hezbollah. These are the groups that the particular we can say that globally countries declare them the terrorist. So these are the things. Now what are we, now we are going to discuss what are the cause, what means the cause harm against the particular government. If we're talking about this specifically India, so means they cause lots of things. First of all, our economy was if they particularly tagged another country, means their economy will be going back, their economy go back another backyards. So we call it, is a like they can harm the infrastructure, or they can influence the psychology of the people over there. Okay, so these are the things they can, we can they can maintain a very fearful tense, we can be fearful intensive state of the inside the mind of the people. So these things they can cause, terrorism can cause. So that's all for all. Thank you. Thank